You've seen it 100 times. Your cat walks toward you, tail straight up, and then it starts. A tiny, rapid vibration at the tip, like a rattlesnake. And what do? If you're like most owners, you freeze. Your brain jumps to the same old story. Oh no, they're about to spray. Or, worse, why are they angry? Maybe you even push them away without thinking. Just a gentle nudge, but enough to break the spell. Here's the truth that changes everything. That spraying stance you keep interrupting. It's not a problem. It's your cat's involuntary love response. And you've been ruining it every single time. Let that sit with you for a moment. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why that quivering tail is actually one of the most honest things your cat will ever do, and why the way most of us react might be accidentally breaking their trust, in a way that's hard to rebuild. So what is that tail quiver? It looks tense. It looks almost aggressive. But scientists at Oxford University discovered something remarkable. They studied what happens inside a cat's nervous system when they feel that kind of vibration. They found that even a movement thinner than a human hair activates nearly every sensory nerve in the cat's muscles, almost 100% of them. That's not a warning, that's a flood. A flood of dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical, so intense it temporarily overrides their voluntary motor control. Think about that. Your cat's tail isn't quivering because they're choosing to. It's quivering because their body is literally overwhelmed with joy. They're not doing it. They're feeling it. It's a reflex. Like when a doctor taps your knee and your leg kicks. Except this reflex is triggered by one thing: you. But here's the part that's easy to miss. That same reflex, the one that makes their tail shake, is also the reason they can't stop it, even if they wanted to. It's pure, unfiltered, uncontrollable happiness. And now here's where it gets even stranger. This response, this pure euphoria, isn't something your cat learned from other cats. In fact, when scientists looked at wild cats, they found something that will completely reframe how you see your pet. A researcher at the University of Southampton spent years comparing domestic cats with their wild relatives. Jungle cats, Geoffroy's cats, caracals. Even the Indian desert cat, the direct ancestor of our pets. And here's what she found. In every single wild species, an upright, quivering tail appeared in only one situation: when they were spraying urine to mark territory. That's it. No friendly greetings. No bonding. Just scent marking. But in domestic cats, something changed. The tail-up posture evolved. It became a social signal. Cats started using it when they rubbed against each other, when they greeted a familiar friend, when they wanted to say, "I mean no harm. I want to be close." That tail quiver isn't leftover wild behavior. It's a unique invention of domestication, a signal that evolved over thousands of years, specifically to help cats reduce conflict and build friendly relationships in the crowded world we created for them. So, when your cat's tail vibrates, they're not acting like a wild animal. They're doing something that no wild cat does. They're offering you a social bond that's been refined for 10,000 years. But here's the part that haunts me, because what happens next is where most of us, without realizing it, undo all that evolutionary work in a split second. Let's pause the science for a second. Let's talk about what's going on inside your cat when that tail starts to quiver. Their brain is releasing dopamine, the same chemical that floods a mother's brain when she holds her newborn. It's the same involuntary rush a kitten feels when it needs its mother's belly, eyes half closed, purring without thinking. That's what's happening. Your cat isn't marking territory, they're marking you. With a surge of happiness so strong, their spine can't contain it. In that split second, they're not thinking about food, not about territory, not about that other cat they saw through the window. They're only thinking about you. They're showing you a vulnerability they would never show a stranger. Because you are their safe person. And what do? We look at that vibrating tail, and we think, are they about to spray? Should I push them away? Imagine if you were trembling with happiness to see someone you love, and they stepped back. That's what we do to them. Your cat is offering you their most transparent moment of love. And we've been trained by old myths to reject it. Because here's where most of us fail. And this is where I need you to really pay attention. A 2023 study on cat communication found that when cats are frustrated, when a human calls them but doesn't look at them, they wag their tails slowly, side to side, a gentle rhythmic movement. That's the signal of irritation, of uncertainty, of "I'm not comfortable." But tail quivering? The quick rattlesnake vibration? It's the exact opposite. It's the physical equivalent of a smile so big your face hurts. Yet because we confuse it with aggression or spraying, what do? We push them away. We say, "No, stop that." We break eye contact. We assume they're about to do something wrong. And in that moment, two things happen. First, you reject their most vulnerable expression of love. Second, and this is the part that haunts me, you teach them to hide that joy from you. They don't stop feeling it. They just stop showing it. Because they learn that when they're happiest, you turn away. And one day, you realize you can't remember the last time your cat's tail quivered for you. That's not them becoming distant. That's them protecting themselves from being rejected again. And once that door closes, it's hard to open. So let me reframe this entire thing for you. That tail quiver isn't a problem to fix. It's a confession. A confession of love so intense that your cat's own body loses control. It evolved over thousands of years, uniquely in domestic cats. To say one thing clearly: I feel safe with you. I trust you. I'm overflowing with happiness because of you. When you see that rattlesnake tail, you are witnessing 10,000 years of evolution from wild ancestor to companion, condensed into a moment of pure, unfiltered emotion. And it's directed at you. Think about what that means. Your cat didn't evolve this signal for anyone else. Not for other cats, they don't do this with each other. Not for strangers. They evolved it for you. For the one creature in the world who matters most to them. So what do? Don't interrupt it. Don't push them away. Don't think about the spraying stance or the old myths. Instead, lean in. Slow blink at them. Let them finish. Let them show you that they love you in a language older than words. Next time your cat walks toward you with that quivering tail, pause. Let them feel safe. Let them feel seen. Because you're not just watching a quirky cat behavior. You're being trusted with a piece of their evolution. A piece they only give to the person they love most. So don't ruin it. Receive it. And remember, when that tail shakes, they're not about to spray. They're about to let you in. And if you've ever pushed them away in that moment without realizing what it meant, now you know. And you can choose differently next time. Because the next time your cat's tail quivers, you'll see it for what it really is. Not a warning, a gift.